The idea of the building was really to be a billboard. I was a young architect. People knew my work, but they really didn't know it because most of my work wasn't local. The position of the home where it sat, up on a hill overlooking the city, approaching a major thoroughfare through the city, it really got a lot of attention, and it wanted to command the hillside. This is a little known fact. People think the C house maybe because of its Cleveland house or shape of a C. In fact, we were doing 3 parcels of land, and they were marked A, B, and C, and ours was parcel C, so it became the C house. The C house came about because I had a friend who came to me and said, I found a piece of land, it's in the city, and I want to build a house for myself. And when we drove by, it was this unbelievable hillside overlooking the city and the lake, and it was like 3.6 acres of land in a city. And I said, Hector, I'll build a house next to you if you want me as a neighbor. And he goes, yeah, let's do it. I wanted to have an impact at the street without putting up a gated community. And I also then wanted the house to open up and be warm and welcoming, even though it's a contemporary home. The views really were derived based on the lake, the river, and the city. And I wanted to focus all of that attention. The interesting thing is when you're on the ground, you don't get to see all 3 of those views. So we wanted to capture that where we lived the most, which was our living dining room area and in our master suite. So we essentially created an upside down house where you enter into a library and guest area with a foyer. You go upstairs to our main living, dining, kitchen, and then the master suite. And then the C house's backyard, essentially, is the rooftop. So spending time in the places that have the best views made the most sense. We just took an unconventional approach to how to position that. The C house is an urban solution on a suburban lot in the city. What's happened is we now have this animal preserve. We have deer that sleep against the side of the house. We have fox, we have groundhogs, unbelievable butterfly migrations, all different types of birds that I never knew existed in Cleveland, Ohio. Year-round, it's quite spectacular. I think small projects are the lifeblood of any architecture, because without having the ability to really dive deep into small projects and really work on nuances and the detailing of how materials go together, how to take a material and use it in a way that you would not normally use a material, it provides a lot of really good germination of ideas to happen. And what's happened in our work is because of this continuing dialogue and our research into product, we've then scaled that up on projects. So we've taken small projects, and when we do a university building or a museum, these scale up, and we're able to then take what we've learned with dealing with the meticulous details of material and apply them to larger works. One of the particular things that we do well as a small project practitioner is not only do we concentrate on the finesse of work, but we are involved in how detailing and fabrication actually gets completed. The C House, I think, was a seminal point in my career in that it's one of the works that actually got noticed, and it's primarily because of the location. The public really saw the home. It's done its job as being a billboard.